team in the moments in the game.
Here's Kawhi for three. Paul George 0 for 4 from the floor, gets through the lane.
19 in that first half in 20 minutes of play. Paul George rises on the contested shot, and that has to feel good. He did not look good in the first half. Makes his first bucket here in this.
Paul George for 2.
Leonard spins. They work it around to Batum. George gets past Porzingis into the.
I think the pressure for Luka is just more about growth. He's in his second year. He's already one of the top 5 players in this league. If you ask me, did you see Paul George?
Paul George picking up his
Laser-like shooting. Their lead is 3. Oh, and Paul George delivers again. He is 9 of 11 from the field. On the lane. Puts on the brakes. Tough shot. Oh, some way, somehow, he gets it to 17 from distance in the first 2 games. Paul George lays it in. Late in the clock for Paul George. Accelerates down the lane. Oh, bouncing into defenders and lays it in. He got to the rim 14 times in game 2. Something that lacked the first few minutes. George gets deep into the paint, puts it deep into the well. Here we George for 3. It's good. With the rebound, Clippers down by 4. George again in attack mode. Rises and knocks it down. Paul George is 5 for 7. More state than it was to start. George for 3. Start this one. George finds a seam. Barging his way to the rim and lays. Spots up, plays back to George. Into Leonard, goes to the cup and
drive the ball to the basket. Off for the finish.
George a step away.
Passing lanes farther apart.
A deflection and a save, and here
In the basket, there's a step up, and then Luka undecided. Should I shoot it?
everyone's fingerprints on the ball this trip down, and Paul George knocks down the 3.
5, 6, and a 3.
Leonard going against Doncic, who does well to hold his ground. George in the paint where he's done most of his damage in. And now George back the other way, displays the handle, rises for 3, and knocks. George gets his defender in his back pocket, waltzes to the cup, and lays it in. Thought for a moment we'd see an and.
Well, George here, watch, he keeps the guy on his side, throws a little shoulder into him, gets hit, no call, but converts.
Has been off the charts incredible in this first half. George feeling good, knocks it down, and the Clippers are running on all cylinders. They lead by 13, under 9 to play in the half.
Obviously affecting Brunson, and then Paul George seems to have his stroke back.
George's lead of the game. Paul George, a step away 3. It's good, and 8. Nice feed inside to George, high off the window, and
Kawhi sees PG with the conversion.